This is disgusting, by the way. So this whole fucking deck is just red eyes, like, oh my god. If this is what the format is, chat, I would not even entertain playing this format. This is supposed to be a fucking Sky Striker deck. What have we seen this dude do for like 2 straight duels? The entire point is just summon red eyes. Like, it's a fucking Sky Striker deck. Do some Sky Striker shit the entire time. Like, he just, if he didn't summon red eyes in the second duel, he just like scoop bow him. He had Imperial, but still. Like, is this a Sky Striker deck or not? He just bricked twice. I just don't like this. I just don't like fucking, like, if every deck in the entire format is just going to become Dragoon turn 1 deck, like, this is going to just be completely like, I can't even bother, man. And then the fact that this card has negation means that you can just like, you can use the dead cards in your hand, just kind of sit on them because they basically become Omni Negates at that point. Dragoon Turbo. This card might become fair. Wait, is this the same card that I just clicked on? Alright, so he has Dark Ruler no more, but the thing is he still has like 5 back row. So there's really nothing stopping the Sky Striker player from like flipping over there can only be 1 and probably just like wrecking him. Imagine Update Jammer boosted access code with 5300, double attacks, and 2 to 4 pops this turn. I mean, that would almost certainly be game. Doesn't... No, okay, never mind. I'm trolling. For some reason, I was thinking access could already attack more. It just gains the attack of whatever like link monster you target. Gazelle was once a 1-card FTK. What was that? I'm gonna just guess that has to be something related to Cherubini. Because if there was like an FTK with Gazelle, I'd know it. It has to be with Cherubini. To be completely honest, chat, I think Cherubini's eventually going to. I think Cherubini's eventually going to get banned because that card is like kind of too useful without ever really needing to do anything related to Burning Abyss. Didn't they kill Pepe because they knew the days of selling products were over? Oh shit. Solemn Judgment? He doesn't get to use the effect either. That's unfortunate. I think he probably just loses. What card aren't you banning? The cards that I'm not God, just know I'm not saying everything needs to be banned, Big Pimpin'. What I'm saying is just, you know what, I hate to say, just ban all link monsters, dude. There you go. Super ban. Wait. Except Link Karibo and Hextia. Those are like the only fucking link monsters that are like enjoyable. Seriously, just every other link monster is just like fucking makes it. I'm not even one of those people, chat. I'm not even one of those like Link's ruined Yu-Gi-Oh! But like it just becomes clear, like, God, they're like all fucking problems. Seriously, there's like fucking 10 of them damn cards. Wasn't Kagari banned, chat, or no? Was Kagari just limited? I can't remember. I can't remember if Kagari was. I feel like she was banned. Although maybe that's too much. She was at 1. Okay, fair enough. She was limited status. Okay, fair enough. Forbidden Droplets is useful versus Dragoon. I think that's true. I think what's it called is might even be better though. 3 or triple talent, triple tactics talent. TTT. I think TTT might even be better. Because with TTT, you can take the red eyes, you can do your combos, ideally, and then you can use the red eyes negation. Oh no, I don't think you can. Maybe it's not that good. Because I guess if it's a hard once per turn, I guess you wouldn't be able to. Forget that. I know it doesn't target, so that's kind of good. No links, no exceed, no fusion, no pinch, no synchros. No, the other mechanics are fine. It's not that link monsters are inherently a problem. It's that we've talked about this many times, chat. It's that too many link monsters summon. Like, too many link monsters have summoning effects, specifically from the deck, and that just becomes problematic in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, you can't have every single archetype can't have the ability to just summon whatever key card from the deck. Like, that just, you can't have that in the game. What about Gumblar? Gumblar's trash. That card could be at fucking 3. I'm being serious, by the way. Gumblar is like not good. We've already discussed this. Selza thinks Gumblar is good because of some shitty combo that like won't do anything. But that's like Gumblar is not good. That card's trash. Hey Pegasus, I haven't seen you here in a while. Welcome back. You can still Dragoon and pop their field. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so what's it called? They need to hit Halifibrax, Link Cross Engine with Herald and Savage instead. I was thinking about this a few hours ago, chat. This might actually sound crazy, right? So most of you guys probably agree that cards like Jet Synchron and Mecha Phantom Beasto Lion are simply being scapegoated because of Halifibrax, right? Like we all agree on that. But I actually went back a little farther, right? And I was thinking about this. If there was no Halifibrax, would cards like Glow Up Bulb and Spore even need to be banned? I'm pretty much like the most anti-plant guy ever, but I was like, why is Glow Up Bulb banned? I was like, I don't really. Hell no. I mean, wait, are you saying what's it called? Keep Spore? Spore's banned, right? Is Spore not banned, chat? I'm pretty sure like the entire plant engine is banned except Lonefire. Is it not? Those cards are a problem on their own. I mean, are they really though? Like, what? Because it's Spore's that really? Is Spore not? I'm sorry. Really? I thought Spore was banned. I thought really Spore's not banned. I thought Spore was banned. Maybe it's just useless. I thought Spore was banned. My bad. Hold on. TCG. Oh shit. I thought Spore was banned. All right, whatever. Glow up bulb then, chat. I mean, now I'm not saying go full off the deep. Going full off the deep end would be like bring back Dandelion. You can't have cards that like can just infinitely produce tokens. But like these little, I guess, self-reviving tuners, they're only good because of Halifibrax. And I personally think that includes Glow Up Bulb too. Like, even though Glow Up Bulb is like, I guess you could say Glow Up Bulb is the ultimate free revival card, because all the other ones like use resources and Glow Up Bulb is just like a free. I just don't know if it's like that impact, unless you guys are telling me it's going to be like too broken in synchro decks, but I don't know if I buy that, chat. I just don't know if I buy that. Okay, I'm not sure why it didn't show that. Cap wants to keep Link Cross for Altergeist. I don't think Link Cross is relevant in Altergeist. Well, I mean, it's good, but it's only really, really good in Altergeist until we get that, what's it called? Whenever we get that Altergeist one, the one that lets you Link summon from your hand, oh my god, Link Cross becomes fucking nuts then. Shit, why don't people play Lonefire Spore for one card Halifibrax now? Wait, is that a one card Halifibrax? Summon Lonefire, summon Lonefire, summon Lonefire. I mean, what is Lonefire at? I'm sorry. God, chat, I'm so fucking disconnected. What the fuck is Lonefire at? I'm gonna guess it can't be at 3. Because I said this card would be banned by the end of the year. Oh my goodness, it's at 3! Konami, dude, I need to be in charge of the ban list. Konami needs to put me in charge of the ban list. I'll create like a good format, chat. I promise you guys. Oh, go Link Karibo? Oh, hold on. Oh shit, you're right. It is. Lonefire, 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 Spore, Link Karibo, Reborn the Spore. Wait a minute. Chat, why does no one do that? Seriously. Lonefire, 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 Spore, Link Karibo, summon Lonefire back, or summon Spore back, you know, using the Lonefire. Why does no one do that? Because of Ash Blossom? Nah, I'm pretty sure we just invented a meta combo. Chat, press 1 if we just invented a meta combo. I'm pretty sure we just invented a new meta combo, and like no one knows it. I'm pretty sure it uses there are better combos. That is still a one card Halifibrax though. You guys gotta admit that. I'll create my own format with blackjack and hookers. Last plant deck was Rika, so yeah, can we not talk about Rika, chat? Can we not talk about that? It takes your normal summon. I mean, but what do you Okay, so assuming if you look at the landscape of the format, chat, what is the point of a normal summon if not to get the Halifabrax? Because I feel like if you get the Halifab, what does your normal summon even do at that point? Like, I feel like you don't need it. You know what I mean? Like, what else do you need your normal summon for? The entire point, so if Halifabrax instantly goes into a Rorodon and Link Cross and those get you to the negates, what's the point? Spores a brick? I mean, but yeah, but it's not. We've played other bricks before. I just feel like it's Deep Sea is better. What, summon Diva and get like just any other monster, or are you saying like specifically Nephthybis? I don't know. I don't know if that's better. I mean, I guess technically if it gets Ash, you still have a monster on field. So okay, maybe it's better anyways. Normal summon, get Romulus to get Halifabrax. Diva, search Diva. Yeah, I guess you could use two. You know what? I guess you guys are right. I guess the entire point is just ban Halifabrax. But answer the question, chat. Halifabrax gets banned. Glow Up Bulb comes back, yes or no? I think the answer is yes. Because I don't really get what like I don't really get what the problem is with bringing Glow Up Bulb at that, like bringing back I don't get what the problem would be with Glow Up Bulb at that point. Because I think here's what I think the problem is, chat. I think the problem is that Glow Up Bulb Glow Up Bulb is not a card that's like ever useful in a vacuum, but it was useful in a vacuum with Halifabrax, right? And what I mean by that is, right, like if you guys look at the entire history of Yu-Gi-Oh, you always saw Glow Up Bulb in decks that use Lone Fire Blossom. But this is like the one time where Glow Up Bulb is useful even without Lone Fire, because you can just normal summon it and then get Halifabrax. But like without Halifabrax, what does a Glow Up Bulb do? Like Link Karibo, bring it back, and then go for like Nightmare Phoenix or something? Like, you get what I'm saying? It's a one card draft. Oh my god, stop. Can we also not talk about that shitty card? Oh my god. That is we have so many, do you guys agree? We have so many fucking cards that just have to be banned. Cause like, you know, now it's like, all right, well, Cap, it's not a one card Halifabrax, but it's a one card Dragoon, and it's like, oh god. So now we have to ban so many fucking cards. Holy Jesus. Lone Fire is great for deck thinning, of course. Can't we just put Needle Fiber to 1, Ash it, and it's good, right? I mean, but what's the difference between what's the real difference between like one needle fiber and 2? Because I feel like yeah, like what's really the big difference between I don't think I've ever seen someone use needle fiber more or Halifabrax more than one time in a duel. There are so many better ways to go into Halifabrax. You got to ban like 7 tuners before Lone Fire Blossom becomes viable. That's true. I mean, if you guys are, what's it called? People play 2 Halifabrax. Only Selza plays 2 Halifabrax. All right, so the chat is. I mean, but if I mean I would just assume, like, let's just say you're playing this, right? This is Adamancipators versus Dragons, right, chat? Okay. If your first Halifabrax gets stopped, chances are you're just gonna get stomped by your opponent. I mean, I guess if you're saying, well, Cap, I can hand trap them 2 times and then in my next turn make a second one, I guess. I mean, I guess that could happen. It's not like you can't just play Avarice, but I guess that's a whole nother that's a whole nother, like, what's it called? A second Halifabrax means you can just normal summon it next turn and you better have a hand trap for the second. Okay, that's what I thought your argument was going to be. You're saying that if you can stop your opponent, you put immense pressure back on them because you essentially are going to try to go for the same combo, right? That's the argument. You know what I mean? That would be the argument. So, I mean, the OCG did that. I don't follow what the. I guess I could restart this in the middle of the stream, chat. Let's snooze. My computer doesn't want me to stream. I mean, I guess that theory is fine. I just don't want the card in the game, Pegasus. The reason I just feel like there are so many cards that we have banned out that really don't deserve it for the sake of one card. You know what I mean? The only deck that truly outright lose to getting their Halifabrax negated are rogue decks that hinge on it. Some people play around the second one. Wait, some people play the second one to use the second effect on the opponent's turn. I mean, but couldn't you do that with the first? You're talking about the effect that lets you, what, synchros or summon a synchro? I mean, you can already do that if your first one gets stopped, unless it dies. I don't really know if that's relevant, to be honest. Bring back Royal Oppression. You guys want to know something that's crazy? Someone made a speaking of Royal Oppression, right? Someone made a comment in one of my videos, and they were advocating that Mystic Mine doesn't get hit. And I think Mystic Mine is absolute cancer. But I actually thought about something, right? So, and I don't know, I'm not saying that they're right or wrong. It made me think, right? Someone said Mystic Mine is the only floodgate in Yu-Gi-Oh! That works when going second. Like, it can be useful against an established board. And I thought about that. And I don't know, it kind of made me wonder if maybe Mystic Mine should kind of stay around, because like if your opponent makes like a 10 negate board, basically every floodgate that's not skill drain specifically kind of sucks at that. But it doesn't matter what the floodgate is. It can be fucking Royal Oppression, Ban. It doesn't matter. They've already made their board. Goes in Rivalry, which maybe. But if you have Mystic Mine, you kind of get the like. Is that a legitimate argument, chat? That can you look at those type of floodgates as like punishment of overextension, or can we only look at floodgates in the sense of doesn't let your opponent play? Because I feel like if you look at them as punishment of overextension, kind of feel like that's an argument for cards like that to stay around. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I mean, it maybe goes in. So the thing, I don't know. And by the way, I don't really know if goes in and Rivalry works. Because the thing is, like, no one makes boards that doesn't have any spell and trap negation. With Mystic Mine, you basically like have to bait those. Okay, so I think the difference is, okay. When did this just change, by the way? Like, what just happened? I feel I feel like goes in a Rivalry doesn't work. You can add there can only be one, because that's like not really how Yu-Gi-Oh is played. If your opponent has Savage and Herald, you have to like force those negations out, then play Mine ideally as like your last card to like basically stop them from playing, or like have Mine be effective. But those trap cards don't work like that. Like, your opponent will use their negates, but then their negates come back online. So when it comes back to you trying to use the goes in mat, like, they're gonna just negate it. Unless you have like, you know, the poker term runner, right? Like you have a goes in match plus strike or some shit like that. But that becomes like very unlikely. If you're playing against somebody like Triff, who has like Boiled Savage and Mighty Master, like, all right, flip over goes in. They're just gonna negate it. Now you're just dead. You know what I mean? Overextension equals summoning one monster. I don't know. I feel like overextending in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think, what's it called? Because of the way Yu-Gi-Oh! Is played, chat, to me, punishing overextension it feels like kind of a lost art, right? So first off, chat, how many good cards do you guys think that we really have that like punish overextension? I would argue, honestly, only 3 cards. Probably just 3. And the problem is, they don't even really work. If you play them against a combo deck, none of the cards work. They only work specifically against a certain type of deck. So I feel like punishing overextension doesn't. Oh, Feather. Okay, true. I did forget that. Okay, that one just got unbanned. So yes, I didn't think about that. I'll give you that. It just got unbanned, so I didn't think about that. The cards I was going to say were evenly matched. Mystic Mine, sort of. So Mystic Mine, evenly matched. Vortex, Lightning Storm. Those were the 3 that I was going to give you. Dark Ruler, I don't really feel like that punishes overextension. Because to me, punishing overextension means like you get rid of the threat. All Dark Ruler no more says is like, I can actually play the game now. overextension means like you don't just get to play, you get rid of whatever your opponent overextended with. I don't Nibiru, possibly Nibiru. Possibly Nibiru. I don't consider Dark Ruler no more like a real, because if you just have Dark Ruler, if you have the card in a vacuum, chat, like if it's the only card it should be the only card you need basically. Dark Ruler no more by itself does not do anything. Nibiru can kind of. That can kind of be a double-edged sword. Harpy's Feather Duster. Okay, fair enough. Like, okay, if you go back to like older eras of Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat, I feel like punishing overextension was like a much bigger part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? But more importantly, chat, the difference between punishing overextension in 2020 and punishing overextension in like 2012 or 2009, 2008, and you guys are gonna be like, oh, here comes Cap G being a coomer or a boomer again. It's like it was so much harder to stop back then. Like now I even look at these cards like Evenly Match or like Evenly Match, Lightning Storm, Feather Duster. Like if your opponent sets up a strong board, like those cards don't do anything because they can just negate. So like you have to have one specific card and then have those other cards. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I kind of feel like that's a problem, chat. Do you guys feel like that's a problem in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or not? Like, yeah, if you have those cards against Ultra guys, you're gonna wreck their shit. But if you have those cards against like, you know, Infernable Knights, probably not. Or what's the best combo deck right now, chat? Like bar none, what's the best combo deck? To be fair, in today's Yu-Gi-Oh, where you have at least 2 negates on board, every card sucks in a vacuum. That is true, and that's a problem. That is a huge problem. Every card sucks in a vacuum. Like, yeah, every card just sucks in a vacuum. Like, you basically have to have a power card, then like another power card to follow it up. Like if you have Lightning Storm, Dragon Link, stop trolling, chat. So it's hold on, I have to see this because you guys keep saying it, but like I'm a visual learner, chat. Like if I don't see it, I can't believe it until I see it. And we just had Flaming Ice, and he's, excuse me. All right, hold on. He's in a duel right now. He's playing Dragon Link. This duel needs to like show me what the deck can do. I mean, this is a guy who like consistently is top 5 on dueling book and has been for like the last fucking 10 years. So, and I think he's playing Dragon Link. So I really want to see what this deck does. But it just kind of feels like if you don't have 2 or 3 power cards, like you can't even play any. You can't even play. But if you go back, and I was actually, the reason this is relevant, chat, I was looking at like Edison format, which one of you guys in the freaking stream, there's like someone in our stream who thinks like Edison format, which I don't even acknowledge that as a format because it's not iconic enough, but there's someone in our stream who thinks like it's like the greatest thing ever, right? But I actually went back for when I was researching my Cyber Valley video. It actually took me to Shonen Jump Edison, and I looked at some of the deck lists. I was like, holy shit, this is actually beautiful. Like there's so much, there's like spot removal and there's mass removal. And then you have to also play cards that like stop mass removal. There's like so many levels of gameplay that you just don't have in today's Yu-Gi-Oh! You know what I mean? Every format sucked. Nah, that's not true. March 2012, best format ever. But like if you guys, I mean, I can probably show you guys, hold on, exactly what I'm talking about. Let's see. Like I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Like there are 1-for-1s in that format. Then there's like mass removal of cards like Torrential and Mirror Force. Then there are like people who play like Starlight Road to stop the mass removal. You know what I mean? And then there are cards like Stardust. I don't know. It's just maybe I'm just being too much of a boomer, chat. Am I being too much of a boomer? I guess I could have searched Sarash. Dragon plays 1 million starters and extenders. I really wish Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't just play starters and extenders. All right, hold on. Yeah, but there wasn't hand traps for going second. There were. What are you talking about? we had I don't know if Max C was legal, but Effect Veiler was totally. We had Effect Veiler. We had DD Crow. All right, so he got in the Nibiru, chat. You guys just told me this is the best deck in the game. So So far, it looks like it's shitty. Baylor isn't in Edison, I believe. Hold on, maybe you're right. I gotta see when this... April 2010. Okay, hold on, you might be right. Because Baylor came out in Duelist Revolution. Oh, you know what? Duelist Revolution might have been June. I feel like it was 2000. Let's see. When did this set come out? Oh shit! It came out. Oh, it wasn't out. Oh, huh, I guess. Oh, okay, fair. Yeah, you're right. There was just no hand traps. It's like play DD Crow or play nothing. Yeah, you're right. What does in a vacuum mean? In a vacuum means you look at the card. You look at the card basically as just a single entity. You don't take other things into consideration. So if you say like, hey Cap, Dark Ruler No More breaks every board in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I'd say that's not true, right? Because in a vacuum, Dark Ruler No More negates all your opponent's cards, but then what? Like it doesn't make you win. You know what I mean? You have to have another card basically. Whereas evenly match, if an Altergeist player goes set 5 and you evenly match them and they don't have Solemn, you're basically just gonna win the game. You know what I mean? Play Honest, Electric Virus. But here, chat. Just look at this deck, right? This is Siraj Siberian, and I guarantee you, if we look at like most of the top 4 decks from this format or from this event, right? Jeff Jones won the event. Billy Brake made top 4. I forget who the other top 4 player is. But like when you look at like the Spell and Trap lineup and the Monster lineup, to me it just feels like it's infinitely more interesting. Like you have spot removal card. I mean, these are just 1-for-1s. Dimensional Prison, Bottomless Trap Hole. You have 1-for-1s. You have this format also has tons of mass removal. Heavy Storm, Torrential Tribute, Mirror Force. I mean, Black Rose Dragon was a major part of this format. And then you also have things like Stardust Dragon, which were cards that counter the mass removal, but kind of fail to cards like Deep Prison. 39 card main. Anyway, I don't know what the 40th card is. I just threw something in there. But I don't know. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't have layers like that, like it used to. You know what I mean? This is interesting. Is he still comboing? Did he just combo through Nibiru, or was it his turn and he just passed? I feel like he doesn't have a graveyard, so he must still be comboing. Battle Fader is a hand trap, right? I mean, yes, but not in today's terms, right? Would you guys consider Battle Fader and Gore's hand traps? They are technically, but by today's terms, not really. Like the battle phase hand traps are not really they're not really hand traps. Like cards that can only be used in like the battle phase, I call them more like battle phase tricks. That would be like Honest, Collude. They can be offensive or defensive, but not really. Like to me, hand trap means here I'll put it into context, chat. To me, and this is just kind of the evolution of the hand trap, right? Hand trap in 2020 means cards that can be used against spells, traps, and monsters. I think it's that simple. Unless you just want to say they're bad hand traps, then I guess that works. But like the standard of a 2020 hand trap, or not even probably like the last 5 years, is cards like Ash Blossom. I mean, I guess not always, because cards like Gamma, they can, you know, they only work against monsters, but a lot of the less primitive ones, they don't only work in like one specific phase of the game. You know what I mean? They just, the blanket just covers more shit. Yes, it's a hand trap. Evenly matched is not a hand trap. Yes, it's a hand trap. Primitive versions of hand traps. Unga Boonga. Unga Boonga Yu-Gi-Oh! I was thinking about that. You guys know how we discussed making a video about the evolution of flip effects, which I still think is a really good idea, right? I actually, when I was looking through like 5Ds, and I was like, man, I think that makes a good video, because flip effects started out as really kind of like shitty but necessary, and then they started getting better, and you know, through DM they were really good. He's still going, by the way, I guess. All turn 1, chat. Through a Nibiru. Maybe this is the best deck. During GX, a lot of flip effects were played. I wasn't so certain about if flip effects were played during GX chat, or excuse me, 5Ds. But I went back and I looked, and a fucking ton of them were. Decks like Synchro Cat and Plant Synchro, they played things like Raikou and Gravekeepers, and then obviously you end the video with like Shadows and shit. You know another one that might be good, chat? Nibiru just makes it so his end board doesn't have Herald. But well, okay, but hold on. Is this God of War? Oh, it's not. But I mean, okay, so, but if he just attacks, like, doesn't he just attack this? I mean, I guess you bounce it, but can you just win the game with these two? I don't know if you can win the game with just these two monsters, though. I feel like it's not. He has a domain lock. I mean, I get that, because I assume this is on this guy, right? This guy is, what's that, 3750-ish attack? Like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel insurmountable. Oh, he's playing Noble Knights. All right, this actually should be good. This should be good. But quick question, chat. The evolution of hand traps. Is that a video you're watching? Because I honestly think that's a great idea. Because if we're just right now talking about it, chat, and we're talking about like well, I mean, I guess I have to start the video with like Karibo. But if we're talking about the first kind of hand traps, the first prominent ones being, you know, some of those Ooga Booga ones, cards like, I guess maybe the Battle Phase ones, cards like Honest and Kalut, and then going all the way to the Ghost Girls into Nibiru, and I got to throw in the side frames. I feel like that's a good video, you know, even though we don't really have a deck of hand. I mean, the only deck of hand traps is side frames, and they didn't really do much as a deck anyways. LP Pisty wasn't on the field when he made Carrier. Okay, not sure. Don't forget about cards like, oh no, definite. You can't make a hand trap video without Gores. Come on now. Yeah, you can't make a, just because I didn't name Gores doesn't mean it wouldn't be in the video. I think the first kind of proactive hand trap that was like majorly competitively viable was if my memory serves me, was DD Crow. DD Crow was like that first one. It's like, all right, Pot of Avarice, DD Crow, one of your targets. You know what I mean? 1 for 1 right there. That was like the first kind of proactive like hand trap that could also interact with not just monsters, you know, not just a monster reborn, but also like effects. You use Plague Spreader, DD Crow. And I think to go to that to like Ash Blossom. What is the peak of hand trap, chat? Is it Nibiru or is it Ash Blossom? I think it's Nibiru, just because I don't think you can end the video on Ash Blossom. I think I have to go to Nibiru basically. Max C, no, it's not. The best hand trap of all time is the best. I mean, I wouldn't end the video with Ash Blossom because we've had some really strong cards. Like I think I have to even put him. I think I have to put him Infinite Impermanence in there too, to be honest. You know what? Here's a question. You're incorrect. No, I'm not. Here's a question, chat. Is Red Reboot in the video? Is Red Reboot a hand trap? Because I actually feel like if we're talking about impermanence, I feel like I talk about impermanence, Red Reboot, and Evenly Match all at the same time, because they were all released in the Vrain's era, and they all talk about, or they all relate to the evolution of the trap and traps becoming literal hand traps. I think so. Yeah, I feel like so. Ash Blossom because super versatility. Ash Blossom is the peak because it has the most situations in which it can be used. I actually agree. Dude, hold on. What the fuck? Is this still like turn? What just happened? Did he just like play this and pass? I don't understand like what he did. Maybe he normal summoned. Okay, the game's obviously over now. Did anyone like see what happened? Because I feel like he like didn't normal summon or do anything. Everything is a hand trap. Yes, it's a hand trap. Red Reboot is a hand trap. Reboot is a hand trap. You can talk about the Invoke deck that was Ediception. God, you know what? Talk about how Ediception ruined Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat, did Ediception ruin Yu-Gi-Oh? Ediception, I think you can argue that Ediception is the first player who realized that you could just play a deck of all hand traps. I mean, I'm not gonna be on that side though. I'm not gonna be like hand traps ruined Yu-Gi-Oh because I don't believe they did. But that is an interesting take, Big Pimpin'. Ediception was like the first. Maybe he wasn't the first to realize it, but he's the first player to break because he topped. I'm pretty sure he top dated on a YCS during this was like during spiral formats. But yeah, he essentially realized I could just play a deck where Alistair's my only normal summon, and I play like 15 fucking hand traps. Like I can build an entire deck just off. Oh, did he gamma that? Oh shit, that might be game. Where I can just like win off. What's it called? Ed better deck builder than stop. No, stop. Chill out. No, I'll never. Okay, hold on. Oh, all right, GG. He makes ISO game. No, there's never a better deck builder than Jeff Jones, but Ediception definitely did his thing. Why don't people use Lancia and Chain Dimensional Shifter? No cards can go anywhere. Big brain plays. What about Typhoon? Anyone remember that card? I do remember Typhoon. Typhoon, I think your opponent has to have 2 spells or trap. To be, I'm struggling to think of like why Typhoon was ever good. Chat, like, yeah, I mean, I guess you could use it on a Cleaford Scout, but like, don't they have to have 2? It hits pinch. I mean, yeah, but they have to have like 2 scales though. Unless you're basically banking, and this is like Master Rule 4. So unless you're like straight up banking on them not having any, that's the worst thing about pendulums, is if you like pop a scale and they have another scale, then they technically just got a monster and you went neg1. Or you didn't go neg1, but you pendulums, you kind of did, because they're gonna, that becomes a monster basically. Didn't gamma ISO'd, ice is washed. I mean, I told you guys by the, oh, get wrecked, chat. Get wrecked. Just open gamma ISO'd every game. Just open gamma ISO'd every game. Otherwise, lose game. Yeah, this was it called. You mean, excuse me, Gamma Nibiru. I'm trolling. Gamma Nibiru, yes. I'm trolling. Just open Gamma Nibiru every game. Fun. Press 1 if fun format thinks Ediception. Just press 1 if thanks Ediception you created such a fun format. Like, you just have to open 5 hand traps every game, chat. There you go. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2020. Just open 5 hand traps or lose game. Like, thank you very much, Ediception. Jones is overrated. So putting him on. Are you saying stop putting him, or what's it called? Oh no. I'll see, Pegasus. This is not me fanboying for Jeff, even though he's my favorite player. I will prove it in a video. Believe me. I don't know what the video is. But chat, as I do research for a lot of these videos, I start just having like memories of what the, you know what's interesting? I mean, not the sidetrack. I wonder how many of these are fucking hand traps. I'm gonna lose my mind if these are like fucking 3 hand traps. But anyways, as I research these videos, Pegasus, I kind of remember. It's like I relive some of the days of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Past. Have you guys ever seen the X-Men movie when they're like going through the past and the future? I'm basically doing that with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, believe me, I'll remember. Which he won Edison too, by the way. Speaking of fun, didn't you say Kirk Cousins was your outside shot to win MVP? Yeah, that's probably where CapG was wrong. I thought the Vikings were gonna go to the Super Bowl, but turns out they're trash.
Just like the Philadelphia Eagles.
I don't know why I haven't trash talked Big Pimpin' because he's like never here. But I've been wanting to trash talk him so bad about his trash Eagles, mainly just because he had the freaking, and I did not want to use the word freaking. He had the audacity to say Patrick Mahomes is overrated, but his quarterback is Carson Wentz, who got booed by fake fans in Philly. That's how bad he is. He got booed by fake fans. Not even the real fans won't even boo him. He's that bad. He's overrated. Nah, I don't think he is. Listening to Pegasus, I mean, everyone can have an opinion, chat. But if you do have the opinion that Jeff Jones is an overrated deck builder, you have to give me someone who's better. You have to give me someone. And if you say I'm losing his name. Shit, I'm losing his name. The white dude with braces. He's like the best Yu-Gi-Oh player right now. Yeah, Jesse Cotton. If you say Jesse Cotton, I will definitely give credence to that. Jesse Cotton, if I was gonna go like all time, I'm not sure. Jesse Cotton would probably be second. Like I give you that's a fair argument. I give you that. J. Kim was the OG Jeff Jones. I actually kind of feel like J. Kim was, I hate to say overrated, but he was kind of overrated. Like, it's really hard to judge. Okay, so it's really hard to judge players who were just good in DM. Because in DM, the game was so undeveloped in DM, chat. Like, we didn't have tournaments with thousands of people, you know. The YCS circuit or the Shonen Jump circuit was so fucking small. Like, if all your success came in DM, it's really hard for me to give you the same level of like credibility as like players who did it in GX. Now, I'm not saying Go format was skillless or anything. I'm just like, if that's where like all your credentials came in GOAT format, when there was like 2 YCSs a year or 2 Shonen Jumps a year, like, I don't really know how I can really like compare that to Jeff Jones, who did that shit for like a fucking decade. You know what I mean? How many YCS did Jeff Jones win? Off the top of my head, I think he won 3. Jeff Jones maybe 4, because he won 1 with Dark Arm. It was a really scuffed skill drain Dark Arm deck. He won 1 with not Plant Synchro, with Quick Draw Plants, which I refuse to call that deck Quick Draw Dandy Warrior. I'm not gonna say that again. And he won 1 more. Yeah, he won. I believe he won at least 3. I think he may have won 4, but he won at least 3 Shonen Jumps / YCS. But then he got second at like, Jeff Jones got second at like 2 or 3 more, because he had the fucking Psychic deck, which, again, how in the world did he fucking get second at a YCS with that? And then obviously he top 8'd a fucking tillion of them. Quick Draw Dandy what? Well, that's the official name. It's only called Quick Draw Dandy Warrior because what's it called? Jerome McHale gave the deck that name, and then it just stuck. And it's the worst deck name ever, chat. Quick Draw Dandy. If you look it up, if you look up the official name of the deck, it's called Quick Draw Dandy Warrior. This is the official name of the deck. And it's only that because Jerome McHale named it that in the coverage, and he just wouldn't come off of it. Like, he just didn't care if the name was terrible. He was just, I'm just gonna keep writing this in. You know what I mean? The name is terrible. Why is it the worst? Because it just sounds dumb. How is it better than Quick Draw Plants? Like, what the? You don't need Dandy, like, just Quick Draw Plants. Like, no. Names in Yu-Gi-Oh! Should not be overcomplicated just for the sake of being overcomplicated. Like, not if it makes, what's it called? I feel like we need to watch another, Jeff Jones? I mean, yeah, if we look at his accomplishments, I know it's gonna be a lot. This isn't all of them, by the way. Let's see. Yeah, this is, I can just tell you off the top of my head. This is not the full list of his accomplishments. Actually, let's see. Anaheim, Stratos. No, this isn't the full list of his accomplishments, because it has some of his GX tops. This is the event where I like how he just called the deck Stratos. It is all of them. No, it's not, because it doesn't have his big city deck, and I think that was 2006. That was Shonen Jump Durham, and I went to that event. Yeah, this was the event where this is scuffed. It doesn't have Stratos. This was the only Shonen Jump where Stratos was at 3. I remember this deck, but it doesn't have his big city deck, and I don't believe that was his only top. Prior to this, the big city chat, I dueled with the big city deck. I played, was it Big Pimpin' who I dueled against? That big city deck made top 16 I believe at Shonen Jump Durham. I'm just trying to remember what year it was. I feel like it was 2006. Doesn't include locals, GOAT format with Stratos. I mean, I am a Yu-Gi-Oh! Encyclopedia, chat. Yeah, this is not all, but I do believe that this has all his wins. So, Shonen Jump Anaheim. I don't remember what that. No, this was the Skill Drain Dad deck. And then you have, hold up. Okay, this is a regional. Okay, you have the Quick Draw Dandy Warrior deck. And I believe you won one more Shonen Jump, but I don't remember what it was, chat. Let's see. I'll show you how good Dragon Link is. I don't want to play the game. Please duel against somebody else. I don't want to play the game. I'll definitely watch. Why are you watching current format duels? It's just background. It's just background, Selza. Don't mistake this for me like wanting to play. I just wanted to, what's it called? I honestly kind of wanted to see, because people in the chat keep talking up Dragon Link like it's the greatest thing. I'm like, well, let me just see it. And I know Flaming Ice is like, I mean, he's been a good duelist since forever.